give a. These gonna lock me in the country. I'm gonna make bread. If these lock me in the country, I'm gonna make bread. I don't give a. I don't give a. Send that to the prosecutor. My live stream donators, they gonna get it rich and oiled.
Today, we have several updates. We got a clip where Atozi, a big YouTuber, reviewed Johnny Somali. He explained where Johnny has been, what crimes he committed, and the possible punishments he might face. We have more updates that how Johnny's actions have now put Ice Poseidon and others in trouble. Even though they had plans to collaborate with Johnny Somali, they are now changing their approach. Besides that, we have more updates to cover. This is the only video on the internet you need to watch today. So, let's get started. Many of you may already know that Johnny Somali recently had his trial in South Korea, where several of his crimes were exposed. Additionally, he has another trial coming up in April, where even more charges are expected to surface, likely leading to a harsh prison sentence. Among the latest updates, Atozi shared some crucial insights. He was present during the recent trial and explained why Johnny Somali's reputation has completely collapsed. He also highlighted which of Johnny's actions were considered the most harassing by the people of South Korea. Now take a look at this clip.
This dude decided to go live drunk at 3 in the morning and live stream for like 3 hours when he had to be in the court by like 8:50. And here, in his own fashion, he started trash talking the Korean government and accidentally leaked that he had more charges coming his way.
National Intelligence Security Charge. National Intelligence Security Charge. Does anybody know what the that means? They say the National Intelligence Service is gonna come get me. Tell them come find me. I ain't scared of them.
How is this guy playing his cards in the dumbest way possible every single time? I mean, like, it's like every decision he makes is going to make everything infinitely worse for himself. He just does not want to be a free man. But as many of you guys know, he's been running around promoting North Korea in his streams on the metro station by blasting the national anthem and by blasting various speeches by Kim Jong-un. And then he's been running around, preaching positivity about North Korea while he's been streaming. And if you know anything about North Korea and South Korea, you would know that's an unwise thing to do. It's like he's actively making his life harder on purpose for himself.
Exactly. Atozi said exactly what I was thinking. Johnny was trying to profit off views by dangerously promoting North Korea and glorifying Kim Jong-un, but in the process of pushing this nonsense, he trapped himself. Johnny Somali deserves a punishment so severe that he learns his lesson once and for all. However, he's not the only one. He has some close associates who are still trying to maintain his influence. And the leader of this group is Ice Poseidon, who is now pretending to ignore Johnny as if he had nothing to do with him. Ice Poseidon's real face is showing, and it all starts with him threatening his own team member just for wanting to contact Johnny Somali. You all know that Ice Poseidon came to Korea thinking he could do the same things he did in Japan. But this time, things are different. The Korean people are not letting him and his team get away with anything. They are stopping them right away. So, what's so scary about Ice Poseidon? Well, you just saw it. He is threatening his team member, Taezo. Taezo had simply asked Ice before coming to Korea if he could say hi to Johnny Somali. Back then, Ice didn't say anything. Why? Because he was hoping that if he could create chaos in Korea without people stopping him, he could connect with Johnny Somali, which would make him and his team go viral for months. And as Ice himself said, that means making millions of dollars, just like he did in Japan.
I made millions of dollars in your country. I made millions of dollars.
But now that things are not going as planned, look how he is reacting. He is threatening Taezo, saying that if he contacts Johnny Somali, he will ruin everything for him. He even said he would kick him out of the team.
You said that in my Discord.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
was that a joke?
No, I'm always sniping everyone.
You're gonna snipe... Bro, if you... Listen, I'm gonna keep real. If you snipe... If you even contact that dude in any way, I'm gonna excommunicate you from everything.
Is he that bad for...
We're in Korea, he's on trial. If we hang out with him, do you know the implications behind that?
Association.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you care about more? Hanging out with him or hanging out with us?
No, I mean, it wasn't about losing. It's just like, I've seen him before, and like, if he's around, I'll say hello, but...
If you say hello to him, I will excommunicate you from everything. I will make sure you lose everything.
Alright. every event and like no chance of joining anything in the future?
Bro, I'll make sure you lose everything. So you better pick what you want, bro. I'll make you lose it all.
See how much control Ice has over his team? No one can speak up. If you do, you're finished. He will remove you from everything. And if you think this is just talk, let me show you another example. Again, related to Johnny Somali. Some of you may have seen this already, so I won't drag it out. One of Ice's team members, Slightly Homeless, made a call to Johnny Somali. And what happened next? Ice and his team started threatening and yelling at him.
I know what you're saying. He is horrible there. He's horrible here. I know what you're saying, but we can change things. Change what?
And do you know what Ice did to him after that? Slightly Homeless is now stuck in Japan. Ice Poseidon left for Korea without even telling him. But at the same time, Ice is helping another guy named Suspendus, who is trying to escape Japan because he sexually assaulted a woman in her sleep. Yes, Ice is helping a criminal escape, but he won't even help Slightly Homeless. And why? Just because he made a call to Johnny Somali. But don't just take my word for it. Listen for yourself. Here's a phone call between Ice's assistant and Suspendus, where Ice is involved.
I'm here with Homeless, and I'm in between a decision because I don't really know what to do. By the way, I messaged the Homeless about our plan like in 2 months with Chris Travels. Chris, I talked to him last night. He says he's down. I don't know what to do, so I asked you for your opinion. Should I ditch Homeless to hang out with Ice? I mean, like, he's my friend. Homeless is my friend.
Why is everyone hating on Homeless?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Breaking girls' hearts, you were calling Johnny Somali, you were doing everything you needed to do to get KCIP, and I think that pissed people off. And it's like, yeah, you can do that.
But before that, let me show you proof of how selfish and greedy Ice Poseidon really is. In this clip, his assistant talks about Slightly Homeless, saying that Ice doesn't care about anyone unless he can make money from them. Right now, Slightly Homeless is not getting views, so keeping him around is useless for Ice.
For you, like, I don't think it's ever to do with Ice liking someone or not, because, for example, Ice told me he despised Murat, and the only reason he invited him to do the Japan trip is because he thought he could milk him for some money, and he was planning on ditching him in the middle of nowhere. Like, Ice doesn't care whether he likes someone or doesn't like someone to hang out with them. He's only going to hang out with you if he thinks your content, and probably at the moment he thinks your storyline's dead, and that's why he doesn't care to hang out with you.
Let me explain this even more clearly. Ice had a female streamer with him in Japan just to use her for content and make money. But now that Slightly Homeless is no longer useful, Ice has thrown him away. This proves one thing. Ice Poseidon only cares about money. That's what his assistant was trying to say. So, to anyone in Ice Poseidon's team who might be watching, be careful. If you ever get into trouble, I guarantee Ice will act like he doesn't even know you. Let me know in the comments if you agree. But now, let's move on to the next topic. How Ice Poseidon insulted Korea in the worst way possible. What he said was extremely disrespectful.
Koreans are used to mooching off Americans.
I love America.
Korea, all they did was mooch off America to get where they are today.
No, I
after
like
the war.
America.
And we gave you guys better genetics as well, because our military was women as well. Back in the day, in the military, in the war, your women. So we gave you guys them tall genetics. That's why y'all so tall compared to the rest of Asia.
Now that Ice Poseidon has started all this, the legal consequences are a later concern. Right now, even Korean gangsters are planning to take him down. I just got information that in Tokyo, Japan, an IRL streamer named Mogami IE was reportedly killed by criminals. This means that gangsters are now actively targeting IRL streamers. If Ice Poseidon and his group don't stop their reckless behavior, they might be next in line. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. And for more updates like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel.